Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gillis the Kid, and this time we're going to be talking about the iPhone 15 Pro. This device was released on September 22nd of 2023. We're going to be talking a little bit about it, so let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to notice about the iPhone 15 Pro is that it is very light. It is now made out of titanium, and we're going to look at the screen here. So you get a 6.1 inch Super Retina display. It features ProMotion technology and an always on display. And looking on the back here, you got like a matte black color. This is actually called black titanium. So it comes in 4 colors: black titanium, white titanium, there's natural titanium, and blue titanium. And you have your triple camera system here on the back. You got your LED flash, and it's built very nice. It feels really good in your hand. And on this side, you have your power button. That's how you turn your iPhone on. On this side, Apple has a action button now. So they've replaced the do not disturb switch with a dedicated action button. So you can press it and you can set it to all different types of stuff. You can press the button and open up the camera. You can press the button and send tweets. It's just a lot of different stuff you can do with the action button, and the phone will show you that when you go through the setup. You also have your volume up and down buttons right here below. The phone has stereo speakers, so you got a speaker right here. There's a little slit, and you can see there's a speaker. One of the other features that came back from the 14 Pro is the dynamic island. So you can see that little oval shaped mark right here next to the selfie camera. I really like the dynamic island. On the bottom you have a speaker as well, right next to your microphone, and then you have a USB Type-C connector. So for the first time in Apple history, there's no more lightning cables. So you have a USB Type-C, and that's going to be good if you want to connect your phone to a lot of other things, like your MacBook and gaming consoles. And then on the inside you have a A17 Pro chip. So that's a 6-core CPU and a 6-core GPU. Apple says you can now play AAA games with this processor, so games like Spider-Man, Elden Ring, and the Resident Evil series. We have yet to actually see that, but I'm pretty sure they're going to implement that some way with the App Store in 2024. I seen a video where someone actually was using their 15 Pro as a gaming console, and he basically had it hooked up to a monitor, and it was working pretty good too. On the back here, this is the camera. So you got a 48 megapixel main camera, which shoots 4K video at 60 frames per second. You also have an ultra wide 12 megapixel camera and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera. And now the 48 megapixel camera can work together with the other lenses to make the photos even clearer. And speaking of videos, we are going to go into the camera here. So, you got portrait mode, there's panorama, and then you have, night mode, and there's cinematic video, slow-mo, and time-lapse. You can zoom in up to 3 times on the 15 Pro and up to 5 times on the 15 Pro Max. And one of the things I like to do with the camera is go into the settings, and we're going to scroll down to camera here, because by default it's, see that, record video. By default it's set at 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'm going to change it to 4K at 60 frames per second. It's probably going to take up more storage, but that's just like, that's how I like to shoot my video. So a lot of different settings in there. It has emergency SOS via satellite, crash detection, and roadside assistance. A while ago, T-Mobile did something with SpaceX as far as like satellite internet and network, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably get more into that in the next year. And then Apple says the battery has a 23-hour video playback. When I had the 14 Pro, the battery lasted pretty much all day. I expect the same with the 15 Pro, maybe even better. And then of course it supports like the USB-C connectors. In the box they give you the USB-C to C. This is the cable. It's a nice cable too, like it's a braided cable. It'll also support the USB-C Thunderbolt cables too. So if you have a MacBook, you can plug it up that way. And I've seen a guy on YouTube. He was messing around with it, and he was hooking it up to different things. So you know, if you got a PlayStation 5, you can probably hook it up to that too. And this phone is $1,000. It comes in 4 different storage options. So this one right here that I'm holding, this is the 128 gigabytes. It also comes in 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. But yeah, that's all I have for now. The 15 Pro, it's built very well. It feels really good in your hand. It's very lightweight, and that's one of the things I like about it. The USB-C connector, I mean, that's from heaven. Like we've been wanting this forever. I'm pretty sure Apple was forced to actually give us Type-C this year, but I'm just glad because everything else that I have is USB Type-C. Like my PlayStation controller right here. Like look at that. That's Type-C. My Xbox is Type-C. My Steam Deck, my Nintendo Switch. So it's just going to be really good to have a phone now, especially your daily driver, that you can hook up to all your other devices, and you don't have to worry about that horrible slow lightning cable anymore. But that's all I have for now. I'm going to drop all the other specs down into the description. Let me know what you think about the iPhone 15 Pro. Now there's 3 other phones, so you got the 15, the 15 Plus, and the 15 Pro Max. But I always get the Pros. It's gonna have the better camera as far as like features goes. And I'm gonna have some more videos coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.